Hello everyone, welcome back. The topic for today is anatomy of stomach. So now what is stomach? Stomach, it is a muscular bag which is forming the widest and the most distensible part of your digestive tube. So this is your stomach. So it is a muscular bag and it is a J-shaped bag which is the most widest and it gets mostly distended. So the stomach, it gets connected above to the lower end of your esophagus. Now over here, this is your first opening of the stomach and this is the next opening, that is the second opening of the stomach. So over here, there is the esophagus which is present, and through this opening, the duodenum, it is attached to your stomach. So these are the two connections of your stomach. From here there is the esophagus and from here there is the intestine, that is the duodenum part of your intestine. So now this stomach, it acts as a reservoir of the food and it helps in the digestion of carbohydrates, protein and fats. So your stomach is basically doing the work of digestion of the food. So now how is the location of the stomach, like where exactly the stomach is located? So before starting with the location of the stomach, first we are going to see what are the regions of the abdomen. So this is the region of your abdomen. So your abdomen, it is divided into 9 parts. So the first part over here, it is the right hypochondrium. Over here, this is the left hypochondrium, and over here, this middle portion, it is the epigastrium. This portion, it is your umbilical. So this is your umbilical. So this is region, it is known as the umbilical region. Now this region, it is known as a left lumbar region, and this one is your right lumbar region. This one is your hypogastrium, and over here these are like the right and the left iliac fossa. So these are the various regions of your abdomen. Now where exactly your stomach is present? So your stomach, it is located or it is lying obliquely. So it is not present straight, it is lying in an angulation, that is in an oblique angulation, and it is in the upper and the left part of your abdomen and it occupies the epigastrium. So over here, this is your epigastrium and it occupies the umbilical. Now this portion, now you can see this is occupying the umbilical portion of your abdomen, and this one is your left hypochondric region. So basically your stomach, it is located in these 3 regions of your abdominal cavity, that is your epigastrium, umbilical and the left hypochondric region. So this is the location of the stomach. Now what is the size of the stomach? Now this stomach, it is 25 centimeter long. So the length of your stomach, it is 25 centimeter and the capacity, it is 30 ml at birth, and it increases to 1 liter when it is in puberty, and the person is having the capacity of 1.5 to 2 liters, or even it is more in adults. So this is the size or the capacity of the stomach. Now starting with the external surface of the stomach. So now the stomach, it has 2 orifices. So these are the orifices of your stomach, that is nothing but the opening. So over here there is the opening for your esophagus, and over here the stomach, it is connected through this opening to the duodenum. So there are these 2 orifices, then there are 2 curvatures, and then there are 2 surfaces. And the external surface, it also comprises that the stomach, it also has 4 parts. Now this is very commonly asked in your vivas. Now they will give you the anatomic model of the stomach and they'll ask you to explain each and everything about the stomach. So in that, you have to hold the stomach in its anatomic position, that is the left and the upper region of your abdomen. So you have to hold the stomach in this way, in the left region, and then you have to start explaining about it in a systematically order. Now first we are going to start with the orifices. So there are these 2 orifices, that is the cardiac orifice and the pyloric orifice. So now over here, the cardiac orifice, it is joined by the lower end of the esophagus, and this orifice, it lies behind the left 7th costal cartilage, and it is at the level of the vertebrae T11. So this is the location of your first orifice, that is the cardiac orifice. Now over here, this is the next orifice, that is your pyloric orifice. So now this pyloric orifice, it opens into the duodenum. Now in an empty stomach and in a supine position, it lies. So this orifice, it lies at around 1.2 centimeter to the right of the median plane at the level of vertebrae L1. So this is the location of your pyloric orifice. So this was about your orifices, that is your cardiac orifice and pyloric orifice. Cardiac orifice, so the esophagus, it opens into the stomach through this cardiac orifice, and the stomach, it opens into the duodenum through this pyloric orifice. So that was about the orifices. Now moving towards the curvatures. Now your stomach, it has two curvatures, that is the lesser curvature and the greater curvature. Now as the name says, greater is like over here. So this is a greater bulge over here. So this is nothing but your greater curvature, and over here, as this is a smaller curve, so this is known as a lesser curvature. So your greater curvature, it forms the long, convex and the lateral border of the stomach. So this is your lateral border and this is the medial border. So your greater curvature, it is forming a lateral. Now this greater curvature, it is arising at the cardiac notch. Now over here, so I'm going to explain like exactly what this external surface of your stomach is. So over here, now this notch, so this depression over here you can see, so this is nothing but a cardiac notch. So now your greater curvature, it starts from this cardiac notch and it extends backward and it is passing inferiorly to the left side, and then it is curving to the right side till the pyloric antrum. So this is the like extension of your greater curvature. It is from your cardiac notch, then it is like arcing towards the back side on the left side, and then it is going towards the right side towards your pyloric antrum. So this is about the greater curvature. Now moving towards the lesser curvature. So lesser curvature, it forms a short, it is a concave shape and it is forming in the medial side of your stomach. Now this is the most inferior part of your lesser curvature, that is known as a angular notch. Over here this is the cardiac notch and this is the angular notch. Now this is the most inferior part of your lesser curvature, that is the angular notch, and that indicates, so this angular notch, it is indicating the junction between the body of your stomach and the pylorus of the stomach. So these are the various parts of your stomach, that is the cardiac part, fundus, body and pyloric. So this angular notch is nothing but it is a junction between the body and the pyloric part of your stomach. So this is about the lesser curvature. Now in this lesser curvature, it also gives the attachment to the hepatogastric ligament. So this is an extra point that you need to remember for your lesser curvature, that this lesser curvature, it is giving the attachment to the hepatic gastric ligament. So now this is about your curvatures. Now moving towards the surfaces. So now in your stomach you have two surfaces, that is the anterior surface and the posterior surface. So the surface which is lying back to your stomach is the posterior and in front is your anterior surface. So the anterior surface, it is the surface which is facing forwards and upward, and the posterior surface, it is facing backward and downward. So this is about the surfaces, that is your anterior surface and posterior surface. Now moving on towards the most important thing, that is the parts of your stomach. First we are going to see like all the external features of your stomach. So starting off with the first, so over here this is your cardiac opening or the cardiac orifice. Over here this is your cardiac notch, this depression is your cardiac notch, this one is your greater curvature, this is your lesser curvature. Over here this is your angular notch, this is the pyloric orifice or the opening, and over here you have the pyloric sphincters. So sphincters, it helps in the work of like moving. So when the food, it is digested into the stomach, so after that it is getting digested properly, till then the sphincters, they are closed, so that the food, it doesn't pass to the duodenum for the proper digestion. Now as the food, it is properly digested, then this food, so the sphincter, it opens up and then your food, it is like passed towards the intestine, that is your duodenum. So this is the pyloric sphincter which is present over here. So now over here you also have the pyloric canal, then you have pyloric atrium. So now this is your greater curvature, lesser curvature, anterior surface, posterior surface, and then over here these are the various parts. So this part, it is known as the fundus, this is known as the cardiac. So this demarcation, this small part is your cardiac. This big thing, so this big part of your stomach, it is known as the body of the stomach. Over here this is the pyloric atrium, and this is the pyloric or the pyloric sphincter which is present in this pylorus region of your stomach, and there's also the pyloric canal, and there's also present the pyloric constriction which is present in this region. So these are the various external feature of your stomach. So starting with the various parts of the stomach, so first one is your cardiac part. So this cardiac part, it surrounds the superior opening of your stomach, that is your cardiac opening. So the small area is your cardiac part of your stomach. Now the next part is the fundus. So this fundus part, it is about the opening of the esophagus. So now opening is present like this. So this fundus, it is present. So this fundus part of your stomach, it is present like about to your opening of the esophagus. So this fundus, it is a gas filled rounded portion which is present superior and to the left of your cardiac part of the stomach. So this is nothing but the fundus part of the stomach. Now the next part of the stomach is the body. So the body, it is a larger central portion which is present inferior to the fundus. So this one is your body, this is your fundus, this is the cardiac part. So these are the three parts. So the cardiac, fundus and the body. And the last part is your pyloric. So this whole thing is your pyloric. Now over here, this is the pyloric antrium, and over here there is presence of the pyloric sphincter and the pyloric canal. So this is about the pylorus part of your stomach. So this pylorus, it like attaches the stomach to the duodenum through this orifice, that is your pyloric orifice. So now this pylorus region or the pylorus part of your stomach, it is divided into three parts, that is the pyloric canal. So you have the pyloric canals over here, then you have this pyloric sphincter, and then you have this pyloric antrium. So this is about the various parts of the stomach. Now in the next part of the video, I am going to cover about the various relation and about the blood supply, nerve supply, then the lymphatic drainage. Important will be the relation in which you also have this stomach bed, which is a very commonly asked short answer question. So this was all about the first part. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, then please like, comment, share and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.